Ooh. Ooh. Whoa. Oh, right, I'm supposed to be doing a video. Today's video is about writing your first program. Yay! So, let's start. So I'm just going to open any old text editor. Many people prefer different things. Personally, for writing real code, I use Visual Studio Code. A lot of people like Eclipse for Java or Atom. You can really go any way. It does not matter what you choose. To demonstrate that, I'm going to use Notepad, which is the worst text editor ever. Every program we write has to start with some gobbledygook that you are not going to understand for a while yet. But it is necessary to write a program, and I just need you to believe me for now that this is what we need to do. It's going to start public class and then the name of your file, and then under that it's going to be public static void main. Stop! This is Jamin from the future. If you type static twice, everyone will die. Don't type it twice. Type it once. The past Jamin is bad at multitasking. And then string args. You should not be able to understand, but you will, all in good time. And I'm sorry because I hate when people do this. It will be explained later, I swear. We are going to print something to the screen. So to do that, we do system, capital S, system, dot out, dot print, ln, opening parentheses, goodbye, Earth. And you need to make sure your program looks exactly like this, with the opening and closing curly brackets, with the parentheses, with the square brackets here, with these double quotes, and the semicolon. All of it needs to look exactly like this does, otherwise it will not work. If you get an error, it is probably because you did not type it right. So now, that's it. That's our whole first program. So now we're going to save it. I'll just save it to my desktop for easy accessibility, and we are going to save it as what we wrote up here, right here, which is goodbye earth.java is the file type. So now we should have that on our desktop, Java file. So now, how do we run our program? So to run our program, we have to open the command prompt, which you may have used before. You can do start command, and you're there. So this is a text representation of your computer, basically. You can see that my file location right now is in my C drive under users and JEIS1, which is my user account. The most important commands you need to know for the command prompt are cd, which stands for change directory, and dir, which stands for directory. Directory is just a fancy name for folder. Let's practice with that. So cd and then ... means go up one level. So cd ... should put me at C/users. So let's see if that works. Bam. So we're in the users folder now. So if I want to go back, I say cd JEIS1. So if I don't know what's in my JEIS1 directory, I can say dir. And what that does is it lists everything in that directory. I know my desktop is actually on OneDrive, so I'm going to say cd OneDrive, and it should put me there. OneDrive, and then I want to go to desktop. Let's just make sure we're in the right place, and we can see goodbyeearth.java. And that is the program we want to run. Before we run our program, we need to compile it. And what that means is it takes this Java code that we wrote that looks somewhat like English. It has English words, even if it does have some fancy characters, and it converts it into a .class file, which is a halfway point between English and computer language. To compile it, we use the command javac, which stands for Java Compiler, and then the file name, which is goodbyeearth.java. We hit enter, and it showed wait a bit and give me an error because I put static twice because I was talking and typing at the same time. So all I did was delete that, save it again, and we're just going to repeat that command. You can do that by pressing the up arrow, and boom, it's back. Hit enter again, no error this time. So in order to run a program, it has to be compiled already. We use the command java, then the class name. So instead of the entire file name, we're just going to go with the class name, which again is this. It's just the main part of the file name. So Java goodbye earth, and it should print goodbye earth. Wow, we made text appear on our screen. How exciting. All right, you can make it say whatever you want, blah, 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 save it, and then, so note that when I run it right now, it still says goodbye earth. And I did save it on Notepad, but this is because I have not recompiled it yet. So the class file still looks the same. So what we need to do is up, and Java compile the file I just saved. So that'll recompile it, no errors. And then I will rerun it, and it prints my new, like what I now told it to print. So that's all. That's how you compile and run your first Java program. Whoop-de-doo.